There was a man who had 2 sons. The younger one came to him and said, "Father, give me my share of the estate." So the father divided his property between them. Not long after that, the younger one gathered up everything that he had and set off for a distant country, where he squandered his wealth in wild living. After he had spent everything, a severe famine came upon that entire country, and he began to be in need. So he hired himself out to a citizen of that country, who sent him to his field to feed pigs. And the young man longed for the pods the pigs were eating, but no one gave him anything. When he came to his senses, he said, "My father's men have food to spare, yet here I am starving to death. I will set out and go to my father, and I will say to him, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son. Make me like one of your hired men.' And so he returned to his father. But his father saw him coming a long way off, and he ran to him and threw his arms around him and kissed him. The young man said, 'Father, I have sinned against heaven and against you. I am no longer worthy to be called your son.' But the father said to his servants, 'Quick, bring the best robe and put it on him. Put a ring on his finger and sandals on his feet. Kill the fatted calf. Let's have a feast and celebrate. For this son of mine, who was dead, is now alive again. He was lost and is now found.' So they began to celebrate. The older brother was out in the field, and when he came close to the house, he heard the sound of music and dancing. So he called over one of the servants to find out what is going on. 'Your brother has come home,' he replied, 'and your father has killed the fatted calf because he is so glad to have him back safe and sound.' The older brother became angry, and he refused to go in. His father came out and pleaded with him. But he told his father, 'Look, all these years I've been slaving for you and never even disobeyed one of your commands. Yet you never gave me one goat to celebrate with my friends. But when this son of yours, who squandered your wealth on prostitutes, comes home, you kill the fatted calf for him.' 'My son,' the father replied, 'you are always with me. Everything I have is yours. But we had to celebrate and be glad because this brother of yours was dead and is now alive again. He was lost and is now found.'" And this story comes from Luke chapter 15, verses 11 to 31.